NASA mechanical engineer Dr. Norman Berggren claims that aliens are gathering in the rings of Saturn. According to Dr. Berggren, the rings of Saturn represent a fuel source used in the propulsion of their craft. If he is correct, then one could infer from the photographic evidence of the exhaust gases emitted from these craft that they use a combustion-based propulsion system, not unlike our own low-tech chemical rockets. What's the matter? You were expecting anti-gravity, time dilation, or warp drive? Huh. I have made the case before that the aliens touring our planet are not nearly as technologically advanced as we give them credit. Because if they were, at the very least, they would have the ability to cloak their presence from us. I guess I will have to add that to my list of reasons why I doubt their extreme technological superiority. Dr. Berggren presented his theory about 20 years ago in his book, The Ringmakers of Saturn. He is on high alert today, however, because apparently the extremely tall black aliens who pilot these ring material-driven craft seem to be organizing an invasion. That's right, they are proliferating. Now that is worrisome. Possibly both confirming and denying the long-held stereotype that black people never suffer from the alien abduction syndrome, one theory suggests that this is a sort of interplanetary affirmative action exchange. Who knows? All jokes aside, this is a myth. Anyone who knows anything about the history of the gray alien phenomena has at least heard of Betty and Barney Hill's interrupted journey. It doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure out that Barney Hill, one of the first modern alien abduction victims ever recorded, was of African American descent. Reports of these tall black extraterrestrials can be found in relatively high concentration when compared to other xenotypes. According to abductee accounts, the tall black aliens share enough physical characteristics with the praying mantis-like beings to assume that they are one and the same, and both the victims of mistaken identity. NASA scientist Dr. Norman Berggren is not the only one to describe these tall black aliens. NASA Space Shuttle mission spacecraft operator Clark C. McClellan describes a 9-foot-tall black alien with extremely long arms that he saw emerge from the Apollo capsule right here on Earth at the Kennedy Space Center. He watched this being for 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Okay, but if there are craft, there are beings.
Okay, people have asked me about, I call them vehicles, okay?
Right.
Now, I did not call them objects. That was too neuter for me.
Okay.
I had a Stanford professor say, you ought to call them objects. No. They have all of the qualities of a vehicle. They can move, they're just like a missile or anything like that. So that much we can say about them, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm calling it a vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, somebody comes along and says, well, now where would you manufacture one that's 2.5 Earth lengths long? And that's a hard question to answer.
So are you not positing the idea that those vehicles contain, beings who are, maybe like us?
Yeah, I only go along with government images. And if you want to know about people kind of thing, there is the ship that picked up the Voyager capsule at Alameda Naval Shipyard, and they have a picture there of I think it's the Apollo flight that Buzz and Neil were on. But anyway, there is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall?
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
safe 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Have you heard about Clark McClellan's statement about that?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Have you ever been in touch with him?
No.
No?
There is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall?
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
safe 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? If we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us?
Stephen Hawking, astrophysicist and arguably one of the smartest people on the planet, warned us about the possibility of aliens from outer space. Hawking says that if extraterrestrials visit us, the outcome might be similar to when Columbus landed in America. In other words, it didn't turn out too well for Native Americans.
Behold, he come with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen.
Object 07/493 was first spotted just beyond Jupiter's orbit by the Space Guard program. It's moving at speeds of up to 3 times 10 to the 7th meters per second. It was projected to pass millions of miles outside of Earth's orbit. However, we soon discovered its path was recalculated.
Behold, he come with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen. kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen.
Impact in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My God.
The whole world is watching. The course of human history is changed today.
This is not a test. This is an emergency broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air for as long as possible.
We're seeing heavily armed forces being deployed.
Every man make himself and his country proud. Be brave. Be brave. Be brave.
Are we gonna die?
Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so,